Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're at in this wonderful, blessed world. A world that can be so awesome and great if we'd all learn that we all belong to each other. We're all one race. It's called the human race, but stupid people will do stupid things. I just wanted to come on and make a little broadcast. I went for my bike ride, just got home about 10 minutes ago. Was beautiful, but the clouds rolled in. They're calling for rain, I think, tonight. And it's going to get cold again. That's depressing. But as I said, my name's Brian. This is my little show. And I took a video. Oh, it's about 10 minutes long when I was downtown walking around the World War II monuments, the Fireman Monument. But I can't upload it. So I called Braves Line, aka Atlantic Broadband, again, complaining about the internet speed. The gentleman I talked to said he fixed the router or modem and the Wi-Fi thingy uplink. So hopefully within an hour, I will be able to upload a 10-minute video quicker than an hour. Yeah, for me to upload a 10-minute video, it takes over an hour now. When it used to take me 5 minutes, I used to be able to upload a 45-minute video in 10 minutes or less. Now, if you try that, it takes over 2 hours or longer. And all Atlantic Broadband can keep, well, the scam company, that's what they are, because they're price gouging customers for no reason other than they say they are allowed to. Ever since the orange fucking retard Trump and conservative Republican congressmen and senators, if that's what you want to call them, deregulated everything. It's screwed around with net neutrality. That's what I was told by people that work for Atlantic Broadband Breeze Line now. They're allowed to continue to keep raising prices. Even though they're making record profits, they want more. Just like all the other companies in this country. And then you wonder why inflation is going up. It ain't Biden's fault. It ain't Democrats' fault. It ain't liberals' fault. It ain't progressives' fault. It's Republican conservative policies. Again, look it up. Learn basic economics. And if you go back in history, you'll find out again me speaking the truth. It goes way back before Ronald Reagan, but Ronald Reagan and his voodoo economics, right after that, every time Republicans get power, they screw the country up badly. The recessions, look at them up. When the recession started, every one of them started under Republican conservative policy rulings. Look it up. Again, simple facts, simple truth. The Great Depression started because of Republican conservative policies when they were in power back in the 20s and 30s. Look it up. The other Great Recession was under Ronald Reagan because of his voodoo economics, trickle down economics, which has failed failed for over 45 years. And now you see McCarthy, the wimp, ballless House Speaker, talking garbage. And if you read their policy, you see it doesn't help nobody but the rich and corporations, the so called deep state that really owns and runs the Republican Conservative Party. Again, simple fact, simple truth. But we'll see. We'll see if this dude really did reset the modem and everything. And I told him I'm recording everything because if I get charged for what he did, I'm going to file a lawsuit against Breezeline. Because it's not my equipment that's failing. It isn't. My equipment's fine. Even when the technicians come to my home and check my equipment, they say there's nothing the matter with your equipment. I know that. They all, even those people that work for Breezeline, aka Atlantic Broadband, admit it is their company that is doing causing and doing the problems. Why? Because they want a price gouge. They want more profit. That's all it is with these companies anymore, especially since that orange fucking retard Trump was in power and Republican conservatives in Congress refuse to vote on anything that will stop it. You've seen them. Look up their votes. I've posted many of them on my Facebook page and on my Twitter account and even on my Instagram. Look it up. It ain't that hard. Well, I didn't really come on to bitch about that. I just wanted to make a video documentation about. We'll see if when I get my bill next month, how much I'm going to get charged for something that Atlantic Broadband did, not me. A technician that works for Atlantic Broadband, Breezeline, did. All I did was call and ask them why. Why does it take over an hour for me to upload a 10-minute video? Really? And why do these so-called super pods, which is right over there on the wall, probably 5 feet away, 5.5, 6 feet, continuously fail? Well, I'm sitting right here. You know, and I told you Twitter would become a shit show, and it has. The video I did, or the comments in the video I did post on TikTok, they banned it. And when I contested it, and I made a short video cussing them out for what they did and calling them hypocrites, they reinstated it. Other than the music one, which I still don't understand why they blocked it. There's a guy on there who literally goes live on TikTok and plays music from public domain. And I did it. TikTok says, oh, we enforce copyright laws. I'm not breaking any law. I'm not breaking any copyright law when I am using public domain. And it was an old song from Jimmy Durante. Well, the other one I played was Uriah Heep, The Wizard. It's a great song. If you really sit and listen to the music and the words, you know, it'll touch your heart if you listen to it. But I like old music like that. I don't know why. Maybe I just have what they call an old spirit reincarnated or something. I don't know, you know. But I love that old music like Jimmy Durante, Frank Sinatra, some Frank Sinatra, uh, Ella Fitzgerald and Nat King Cole, and I love all that kind of music. I really do. Even the old rap, the original rap that come out in the early mid '80s. Well, I grew up with it, so like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five and the Barcades and Cameo and oh, I can't even name them all anymore. I still have the cassettes. Can you believe it? Yeah, I still got them. I just hey, Ice T. I'm not gonna remember any. Uh, I'm just saying, it's good old music. It's where it started. That's one thing I'm gonna do when I'm able is play music like I used to do back in the late '90s, early 2000s before Facebook started their bull crap. Remember, if you've known me for years, and when I would go live, I would sit my phone up and just play YouTube music, all kinds of old music, and I used to have people, excuse me, elderly people write me and say, "Thank you for playing that music. I haven't heard that in years." And oh, excuse me, I'd say you're very welcome. I love doing it. And again, I'm using public domain, so Facebook, TikTok, well, Twitter doesn't block me at all. But now that you can't use Periscope, it doesn't exist anymore. You cannot broadcast music on Twitter. Well, you can. I could use Restream to do it, I think. But on Facebook and uh, I don't know if my YouTube channel would block me or not. But I used to, for hours, at least 2 hours, as long as my phone battery would last. That's how long I would play music. And then on that one app that I had, oh, what was it called? My something, my free space or something like that. I can't remember. It's been too long. I used to be able to do it there too. And then all of a sudden, as soon as they screwed around with net neutrality and Trump got in there and deregulated and screwed everything up, they took that away from we the people. We're not allowed to do it anymore. I never had problems for years, but it's all about the money now to the corporate powers that own and run and operate the deep state, which is the Republican Conservative Party. Again, you see what they're doing. I've been saying, look how many, that one video I posted, it had over, what was it, 300 Republican conservative pastors, congressmen, and senators being busted for child porn, child sex trafficking. Yeah, it ain't Democrats, it ain't liberals, it ain't progressives. I've been saying it for years. Everything Republicans try to blame everybody else for doing, they themselves are being caught doing. Simple truth, simple fact. And again, look how they're on Twitter and on TikTok worshiping their false orange god Trump, and now they're even starting to worship Putin, a communist, which Republican conservatives say they cannot stand, and yet they're getting down on their knees and sucking orange dick and communist dick Putin. That's what they're doing. Republicans have never, never approved of the Constitution. Now they say they do, but you see what they're doing. They say they're for small government. They're the ones that's growing government bigger. Look what the retards they put on the Supreme Court are doing. Breaking constitutional law. And Republican conservatives in the House and in the Senate continuously allow the Supreme Court judges to get away with it. Thomas and his wife should be removed immediately from the Supreme Court. They won't do it though. You know, Why do you think one of the first things Republicans did when they took over the House was basically gut the ethics committee and the ethics watchdogs? Cut it, cut them, cut it up into itty bitty pieces. That's who you voted for. It's your fault. Don't blame Biden. Don't blame Democrats. Don't blame me. I wasn't stupid enough to vote Republican. It's just that simple. It's not hard. As I keep saying, use your God given brain, your God given ability to think and reason, and you will see that everything I just said and have said in the past is truth. As I told the technician on the phone from Breezeline, I refuse to lie for anyone or for any reason. And so far, I've been doing these broadcasts for how long now? Maybe 3 years now. And not once have I been so called debunked about anything. I have had people come on and say, why don't you show it? Well, I could uh, post and show. Well, I have posted on my, like I said, on my Instagram, Twitter, and both Facebook pages. But as I've said often as well, I can put you on a path, but it's up to you. You, the person, you, the people out there, to do your own research and fact finding. I can put you on a path to truth, but it's up to you to look it up and research it yourself. Because if I keep posting it, a lot of the Trump sheeples will say, "Oh, it's fake news," but it's not fake news. It's called reality. You know, So do your own research. And most of the time, when they themselves do the real research and find out for themselves, they come on and agree with me. You know, like Republicans calling Democrats child molesters. Well, Trump, their false orange god, has been indicted on 2 child molestation charges, but refuses to give DNA samples. Why? If he's so innocent, why won't he give up a little bit of DNA to prove his innocence? He refuses to, along with his buddy Epstein when he was still alive. Again, simple truth, simple fact. And again, as I said a little while ago, look at all the congressmen, Republican congressmen, senators. Look at the Republican conservative preachers that are being popped for being pedophiles. It's a simple fact. Oh well, I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit. I wish I could go for another bike ride, but I don't trust the weather. And the sun's gone. It was beautiful earlier this afternoon. I went for my bike ride. Well, but now I don't trust it. My luck, I'd get across town. It'd start raining. I don't want to get caught in the rain. So you all take care of yourselves and each other. Be a blessing to the world. Lift people up. Stay strong. Have faith that everything is going to turn out for the best, one way or the other. As I've often said, also, the real truth always finds a way to come out. Hey, My name's Brian. This is my little show. If you see this and you like what I say and do, you can find me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. And YouTube, that YouTube creator email thingy that we creators get keeps telling me I should ask. I don't like asking, but I guess it's what you have to do. Um, Again, if you like what I say and you subscribe to my YouTube channel, there's a button where you can donate to my channel. It goes straight to my PayPal, and I can use your donations to get a new sound card. I keep saying that I got to fight with it to turn it on and fight with it to turn it off. It's a good sound card. Well, it was. It still works, but the power button, something's the matter with it. And I'm not very good at electronic stuff. Here, I'll show you. There it is. Uh, it works pretty good, but the power button, when you try to turn it on and off, it just sometimes it won't go. I gotta play with it for 10 minutes to get it to come on, and then I gotta play with it 10 minutes to turn it off. I think while they at the top are staying on, I gotta recharge it, which is a possibility. And I think I'm going to start redoing my podcast as well, even though, as I've said this many times before, so far, Anchor Podcast will not allow me to monetize my podcast using a certified American PayPal account. My sister was supposed to help me start I guess you'd call it a regular bank account, so I could monetize my podcast. But that fell through. I don't know why she changed her mind, or I don't know. But as I said, I'm trying. I'm doing what I can with what I have to always speak truth and fact, no matter what. As I've spoken before, it takes me hours of researching and studying things before I even open my mouth. So let me say, hold on, let me thank you all for watching. Much love, peace, and honor to you all. Uh, Peace out, everybody. Please stay safe. Tomorrow, please have a great, safe, and happy, blessed St. Patrick's Day. Peace out, y'all.